This is a beginning of a $7 billion oil and gas megaproject in Alaska. Some say it's bound to bring investment, jobs, and economic growth. But others say it's a reckless and irresponsible betrayal of environmental goals.
We don't have time to compromise when it comes to addressing the climate crisis. Biden can't have his cake and eat it too when it comes to handling what is an existential crisis. And, he claims to care not only about the climate crisis, but also about addressing environmental justice and addressing the extinction crisis. And yet this project will exacerbate all three of those crises. And it's infuriating to see the Biden administration approve this project, quite frankly.
The U.S. government's decision on Monday will allow ConocoPhillips, an American petroleum refineries company, to create 3 drilling sites, including up to 199 wells to dig up fossil fuels. The project is estimated to produce 9.2 million metric tons of carbon dioxide each year for the next 3 decades. The move comes a day after the Biden administration announced it was closing off nearly 3 million acres of U.S. Arctic waters to oil exploration in a bid to limit the environmental impact.
The science is clear that those two things can't go together. You can't address the climate crisis while approving new fossil fuel infrastructure. You can't address environmental injustice while approving these massive facilities in these communities.
And while production will increase, critics say it won't change the amount of oil used in the U.S.
Well, look, certainly this project adds to the amount of oil that the U.S. is going to be producing, but let's be very honest, it doesn't add to the amount of oil that the U.S. is going to be using, and that's where the large amount of those emissions are going to be coming from. Until the U.S., until particularly developed countries do more to address the demand side of that issue, allowing more upstream development really isn't necessarily adding to the climate problem in the same way as adding additional demand will.
The drilling venture has been welcomed by Alaskan officials and the oil industry, but has also set the stage for a court challenge by climate advocates. Rahul Radhakrishnan, TRT World.